It's tea time, ladies and gents.
Yes, it is.
What are we drinking? What episode are we on? 479.
I think that's right, yeah. That's what I wanted to say, too.
No.
Yeah. We are drinking tea number 4357. From the Canadian CIA.
No, Canada.
Yeah. Where are the Denny Sodes? Bomb.
I'm being South Park, Canada.
Yeah, sure. We'll send you to pu'erh prison up north.
Oh, no.
In the Great Ottawa.
In the Yukon.
Yeah, the Yukon.
There you go.
Yeah.
I know stuff. Northern Canada, that's like a whole different world.
Yeah, Canadian Siberia.
I know, for real. Wow. Okay, cool. Okay, so what are we actually doing right now? We're drinking tea.
We're doing a blind sample.
We're doing a blind sample. Great.
It's a raw pu'erh, although we were tricked last time because we had some border tea that's not technically pu'erh. Been cheated. And so I actually went through this exercise and knew what the blind samples are, but I have somewhat forgot them. So, but for Denny, these are totally blind.
So, we had a hate shot 2 episodes ago. And there's a lot of the same fruit vibe off that.
Really?
So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up, but that's what I'm getting.
Interesting. Yeah. No, I can see a little bit of it for sure. It like kind of lacks that like yeasty component, but the fruit part is there. Yeah.
Nice round. Yeah, it smells really cozy. I'm curious to see how this tastes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like material.
I would strongly recommend not brewing like I did on that hate job episode, where I was using an extra gram and was brewing a little longer, but it's first see what you do.
Okay. Quite yellow. Doesn't smell too young.
This one might be a little light. We'll see.
Very curious to see how this tastes.
Yeah, the color of the liqueur certainly looks younger than the smell of it.
Yeah. Oh.
Almost smells like.
Oh man.
Smells like food or something.
Oh, it's so good. It's so sweet.
Cheerio.
Tastes like sugar water. It tastes barely like tea, but like sugar water right now. Very strange.
You know, the other thing that's possible is the previous tea we did could be screwing up our palate.
It's very true. Yeah. Just drinking water might taste sweet right now. That's a valid point.
But it's also the first tea, so we will see.
Yeah, if I had to wager a guess, I would say young Iwu. But what do I know? There's no grassy thing in it at all.
Yeah, I can't say I have a good grasp of this tea yet. Still a little too light. I'm picking up on some woodiness. And it's not super floral. So I think if it's Iwu, it would be not young, certainly.
Okay.
Very interesting. But
it tastes so good. Dang, dude.
Which one is it?
Definitely smells older than it tastes. Not getting much of the fermentation from it in terms of the cup. I smell it.
Certainly the greenest tea we've had today.
It's weird. Cheers.
Cheer up.
Man.
Okay, it's coming in a little more.
Really
it's like
nice.
Some of that fruitiness that you're talking about, and I can actually taste it now. Very sweet profile, forward profile. Not a very, upfront punchy profile.
No.
So the Iwu guess might be right. I wouldn't discount that. I would do that more than other regions. But last time we got tricked into some border tea, so
Very sweet. Not a lot of earthy, minerally, vegetal. So that leads me to believe young. But it's also not peaty or gasoline-y, which is again why I'm kind of going more Iwu as opposed to something, more central. Anyway.
Yeah. And to your point, the color is very light. So it makes me curious as well about the storage for this tea, too. Because I think this tasting is mostly 10-plus-year-old stuff, is my understanding.
Very interesting.
So that's another thing that,
Oh, wow. Would not have guessed.
Yeah. But I would say the absence of certain, young characteristics would make me eliminate like really, really young Iwu from this.
Mm. Yeah, it smells much better than it tastes.
Yeah,
Really delightful.
And I have been boiling this water and reboiling it. I just want to make sure I give it a proper strength when I'm doing it. But
Getting a little juicy now. This is great.
yeah, it's very easy to drink.
Yeah. I don't think it's the most dynamic, but
Sure.
it's also okay if it tastes great.
It's interesting how much less intense this is than the ripe. We definitely have a little bit of role reversal going on in the last two teas.
Recency bias is probably playing into this a little bit because, last episode we had a kick you in the face kind of tea.
Usually it makes sense for us to go kind of like raw pu'erh as the kind of punctuation in our sessions to finish it out because it's usually on the stronger side of things. Not the case today. It would have actually made sense to reverse them if we knew exactly what the profiles were.
There's a little hint of that sort of golden tips, Yunnan, spicy, earthy thing at the very end of this now.
Like a black tea. No.
Yeah, and a little, but there's a specific, like, you know what I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about.
It does kind of hint at a little bit of honey sweet.
Yes, and that's a similar, anyway, Okay, I'm super curious what we're drinking. Do you have any idea? Is there any way to tell?
Yeah, no, I have it right here.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to do it after this, Steve?
Sure.
Okay.
Cheerio. Cheerio. Huh.
Yeah, just a little woodiness. It's less woody than I actually initially thought. But it's pretty bright, which would... I see why someone would gravitate towards a younger guess. Very interesting. So I feel like I shouldn't guess because I did have these unblinded at one point. So
whatever.
Yeah. What are you thinking, Denny?
I'm thinking at this point now, knowing that you said 10 years, I'd say like a 10-year Iwu asterisk. No, don't just say that. Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
I'm sure I'm quite wrong.
Well, it is a cynical consumer. It was the tea. It is a Iwu impression from the 2000s. From Virat. So Virat is... I actually met Virat. He is based in Thailand. So I don't know where this tea would have been stored. It certainly seems wetter than I would guess Thai storage to be.
Totally.
Or I mean, drier than Thai storage.
Exactly. The flavor, given how wet Thailand would...
Yeah.
The aging on this does not taste like it. Very different. Very surprising.
Yeah.
24 years old.
No, well, it's 2000s. So it could
2000s.
be... Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that. Yeah. So it is...
but even then, 14 years old still.
At the youngest, yeah.
Yeah.
So
crazy. Does not feel like it's developed in terms of aging at all.
I mean, it certainly isn't standard Taiwanese or Hong Kong or even Thai storage at that point. So it's been dry aged for sure. And it's got a very nice kind of honey,
really
not super dark profile to it for sure, but extremely drinkable. I do like it. Yeah.
I wonder what the base material was like. It had to have been a little bit spicier than this.
Yeah, I would think so.
If it's aged into something this sweet, typically, I'd be curious to find out. Quite good. I think it's right at that point where it's perfect now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it is the season to be drinking this tea. I don't know if it's going to change for the better 20 years from now, I guess is my point.
Yeah. It's hard to say, because it does kind of have that softer profile.
Yeah, I'd be totally curious, because, again, something like this, I would expect it to be the most delicious when it's younger, typically. So, I could be absolutely wrong on that. But, anyway. Cool. Thank you, Virat, and everyone else who participated in this.
In SteamedMilk.
I'm just a person in the background.
And thank you, the Canadian CIA, for being brave enough to be our first official sponsor. you
don't talk about that.
The Mounties,
they don't know about that until Edward snored.
We suck it to Big Beat.
Yeah, that's right.
Big Tomate.
Follow us along as we change sponsors and 3-letter acronym government to body affiliations. Name your bid, and we're there.
Is that how bidding works?
Yeah. Comment below if you want to participate in our very, very low cost propaganda opportunities on TDB. Yum.
Yeah.
Go pick this up, I guess.
Yeah, I think you probably could. Yeah, Brought, the Guide to Pu'erh Tea is his blog.
Yeah.
And he just kind of, he's a private collector, so he kind of casually sells stuff. So I'd assume it's available. I mean, this wine tasting was coordinated fairly recently.
Right,
so.
yeah. Really delicious. Thanks for the share. And yeah, I mean, cool.
Yeah.
Yummy. All right, do the stuff, subscribe to the things, send this to your cats, dog. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, cheerio.
Peace.